Not all is frightful and bone-chilling, my dears. I do have tales to amuse and tickle the funny bone. And for those who do not possess bones, I apologize if I offend. This tale is called Answers.
Aurora woke, as she always did, day after day, bringing the dawn. A few hours later, she would walk to Lucifer's room to wake him, bringing the daylight. The morning ritual ended with Lucifer's sister, Diana, finally waking up to bring the night. "Lucifer, did you align the planets like I asked?" "Yes, Mother," came the reply from Lucifer. "Then why do I hear of planet Pluto being degraded from a planet to a simple celestial object?" Aurora was constantly checking up on her children, ensuring they took care of their daily duties. "Nothing to worry about, Mum. Just a few humans doing what humans do. It will pass." Lucifer had a few jobs to do for the family. One was to be the light bringer of daylight, and the other was to make sure the planets stayed aligned. It was not an easy task. You had Mercury always trying to race the other planets around the sun. Venus was a huge distraction to Lucifer. Of course, Mars was always angry and constantly complaining about the other planets. There was never a peaceful moment with these three. With a vast sigh, Lucifer sat down to dinner. It was the end of his day. His mother Aurora sat quietly, which was never a good sign. She finally broke the silence with a new ask from her son. "Lucifer, tomorrow I'm giving you an additional task. I want you to go down to Earth and to answer questions. The gods are getting overwhelmed and need some extra support. You are to travel daily to Earth, interact with humans, and answer their questions honestly, sincerely, and without bias." "But Mum, everyone hates me there. Half the planet thinks I'm evil, and the other half believes I bring them bad mojo." Aurora stood up and looked directly down at Lucifer. "I don't want to hear anything about evil or bad mojo. You will do as I asked starting tomorrow." Lucifer was distraught that night and had a hard time sleeping. How could he do what his mother asked with so much hatred and distrust from the Earthlings? The morning came sooner than Lucifer liked. He did his duty, bringing the daylight before packing a lunch and heading down to the planet. He first appeared in New York and settled down at an outdoor cafe. Lucifer was easy on the eyes. He had a chiseled and robust chin, blue eyes, wavy reddish hair blended into a light blonde hue. His clothes were conservative, yet greatly emphasized his muscular build. It was a body only a god could possess. He was indeed a magnificent creature. A waitress appeared from the cafe, and Lucifer ordered a green tea. Lucifer engaged the waitress. "May I ask your name?" She looked down at him and pointed at her name tag. "Ah, Jen. That is a beautiful name. May I ask how long you've worked here?" Not taking much interest, Jen responded with a quick reply. 3 years. Can I have your name for the order?" He smiled. "My name is Lucifer." Jen chuckled to herself. "Alright, buddy, whatever. Lucifer it is." She walked off to fulfill his order. Lucifer thought she was quite a rude person and should not be in the service industry. The following person Lucifer met was a woman standing in a subway station, waiting for the next train to arrive. They started a conversation and entered the train together, still engaging in conversation. When the woman sat down, Lucifer noticed a silver cross with the Christ on it come loose from her blouse. It dangled for only a moment before it came back to its resting spot beneath her neck. Lucifer complimented the lady. "Oh, what a lovely necklace. Are you Catholic or Christian?" The lady smiled. I am Catholic, and yourself? I am neither. I am a god. The lady chuckled to herself. Then I must be a goddess. Lucifer chuckled as well. That would be unwise to consider yourself a goddess. You don't possess the credentials. With that, she became uncomfortable and insulted. So what credentials do you have to call yourself a god? She growled. Lucifer's smile increased as he explained his mother's position in the heavens and about his sister and the other gods. Then he asked her if she had any questions that he could answer. And who are you to answer my questions, she said. Well, Lucifer, of course. With that, the lady stood up and called over a police officer. Officer, this man thinks he is Lucifer and bothering me. The officer looked Lucifer up and down. Sir, can I see your ID? Your ID, sir? Lucifer looked around him and saw everyone in the car staring. Sir, I have no idea what you're speaking of. I have no ID. The police officer spoke into his radio. I got one here. Going to need a pickup at the next station. Sir, please turn around. I'm placing you under arrest for harassment. Lucifer was taken to the local precinct, where he was booked on a misdemeanor and locked up. After a few hours, an officer arrived to give him a meal and water. Lucifer decided to give the question and answer approach another try. It only took a few minutes for the officer to respond. Look, buddy, you are already in a lot of trouble. Claiming you are Lucifer is just going to make things worse. Why don't you sleep it off? The judge will see tomorrow. You can talk to him about all this. The night was slowly being replaced by the dawn, and Lucifer's daily task was approaching. With a wink of his eye, he vanished from the jail cell and appeared in the heavens to bring the daylight. Lucifer sat at the breakfast table, tired and quiet. How was your first day on the planet? Aurora asked of her son. Not that great, Mum. No one would listen to me. And almost every person I met was quite aggressive and would not give me a chance to help them. Aurora leaned back in her chair and took stock of her son, as any mother would do. Lucifer, it was only your first day. Over time, some will come to know you and trust you. They will see your gifts for what they are, helpful, honest and true. With that, Lucifer finished his breakfast and prepared himself for another day on Earth.
Poor defeated Lucifer. He is a god only a mother could love. As you can see, even a god can have a bad day. Yet what we do with those bad days is what makes us stronger, respected, and trusted. This has been a series of witches.